LegacyMaker, the all sports network, presents a SIRTOBA media production where the struggle is real to be awesome.
5, 4, 3, 2.
The wait is over. Get your popcorn ready. It's time for the In or Out Sports Debate with your hosts,
Paul Scofield, LegacyMaker Sports Network alumni,
and Drew Willingham.
That's right, everyone. We are live with another edition of the In or Out Sports Debate, episode 36 here in August. Paul Scofield returns. Welcome back, brother, to the In or Out Sports Debate.
It's great to be back. What's going on, man?
Hey, man, we've been having a blast up in here, throwing parties for days, it seems like. We are at episode 36, talking sports, entertainment, professional wrestlers up in here. Our boys, Lamont Thomas. Lamont Thomas has been up here since the last time you were here. And with that being said, with everything, we got this segment that we've been doing since the last time you were here, and before that, we got to acknowledge the Vault of Fame, my man.
Acknowledge me.
That's right, Pisco. We have been through 35 mother-fathering episodes in total on the In or Out Sports Debate. We are in Double Debate Tuesday, the second half. Earlier was episode 35 with your boy Mike Bish, the Take One podcast and the 4 Wide podcast as well. And now we are in episode 36. My man Pisco has made it. You can check us out on the In or Out Sports Debate, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch handles on the LegacyMaker Sports platforms as well as the audio platforms on the Apple, Google Podcast, as well as Spotify, Amazon Prime, Anchor.fm, and download on iTunes as well. But right now, we are in episode 36. My guy, Paul Scofield, is here, and we have got some rounds to carry into tonight. Let's go ahead and not delay anymore. Let's go ahead and take this into round one.
Round 1.
And here with round one, a team that Paul knows very well, a college baseball team. In fact, UNC Tarheels baseball capturing the 2022 ACC championship was a fluke, and they will not repeat next season. Paul, how do you feel about this, my man? Are you in or out on this?
I am in. All right, look, I'm in on them not repeating. I am out on them this being a fluke season. The reason why I'm in on this is because they're losing a lot of their pitching. Pitching wins games. If you score 12, 15 runs and your pitching staff is terrible, chances are you're going to be outscored. They're losing 3 pitchers to the major leagues. I believe one signed with the Yankees not too long ago. And I know they're getting a transfer. I believe they're getting a transfer from Arkansas or something. Vanderbilt. That's what it is. They're going to transfer from Vanderbilt, Nelson Berkwich, which is he's going to solidify one of those 3 spots, but you have to bring in other people that's going to give you a less than 2 ERA. This guy has a 1.96 ERA. He is one of those ace type players, but what are you going to do the day after he pitches? They have to have a solid pitching rotation until they bring those people in and until they acclimate their pitching and make it to where the way it was this past year, it's not going to happen. Their offense is still going to be there. Their defense is still going to be there, but their pitching has to go back to what it was last year. And I don't believe it will. And that's going to hurt them. It's going to hurt any team. Look at the Yankees. It's killing the Yankees.
Paul Scofield, I am surprised that you were in. I did not expect it. I was expecting you to go out based on the premise of how this was worded. However, I'm in too, brother. Paul hit the points right on the head, but this is the biggest statistic I'm going to throw at you and drop the mic on this. 5 of their players from that team were selected in the MLB draft. Poof, they're gone. Deuces. What are you going to do now? You've got to have a steady depth to come in off the bench or in, recruiting off, outside of them as well. You've got to have a backup plan, a plan B, an ace in the hole, and you don't have it. You are a fluke. I'm sorry, guys. As much as Paul Scofield loves his team, as much as I like UNC closetly as well, here's a clip of them winning that championship that we won't see in a while again.
First pitch swinging to short. Serretti flips. It's over. North Carolina wins the ACC championship.
I'm sorry, Paul.
I'm
sorry,
not.
Man. I know you're not, but at the same time, it's just, truth be told, this is how it is up here in these streets when it comes to UNC baseball, man.
Now, I am going to say this on the same topic. I do not change. I am still in on this, but people were saying the exact same thing when they won it in 2019. They said the exact same thing. And what happened? It took them 20, 21, and 22. It took them rebuilding years to get to that point. I'm not saying they're not going to win it 3 years from now, 2 years from now, but this coming season, it's not going to happen. Period. It's not happening.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting to see. I think that was a good way for us to segue into this show to start it out with some UNC baseball. But, dude, we got another fire starter for round 2.
Round 2.
My man Paul's love for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to come into question here when it comes to Jason Kelce's health will play a major factor in how the season will start for the Philadelphia Eagles. How do you feel about this, Paul? Are you in or are you out on this?
I am in. All right, check this out. Jason Kelce has played 11 seasons. He's on his 12th. He's 34 years old. He has started 122 consecutive regular season games. All right, taking in consideration that they haven't had to have a center step in. They haven't built that position. They have not drafted. There's no need to. They did draft a guy from Nebraska. His name is Cam Jurgens. Second round, 51st pick, I think, something like that. He's a pretty decent-sized guy, 6'3", 290, 285. Now, with that being said, if Jason Kelce is unable to play a few games, if he has to sit out 4 or 5 games, which that's not going to happen, but if he does, can Cam Jurgens come in and start at the center position? Absolutely not. Most linemen are not able to come from the NCAA and start at the NFL level. A lot of them have to sit 1, possibly 2 years. The Eagles are also looking at that currently. They have a few linemen they drafted higher up that have not started. They started Dylan last year, but he said a lot. He was a different type of beast. Maleta, he's like 6'9", 300 pounds, or 350, 400 pounds. He's a huge guy, but he rode the pine the whole season. 1 year, the year he came in. If Jason Kelce cannot start 90% of the games, the Eagles are in trouble. Period.
Absolutely. I'm in on this as well, too. At 34 years old, especially a position, you're not Andrew Whitworth of the Rams that just recently retired with a Super Bowl win, okay, who played for 20 years. He's towards the end of his career. Like, he's got maybe probably 2 or 3 good years left at the position that he plays. I'm just being real here. I see him playing another good 2 or 3 years. Whitworth was a fluke, and I think just the drive for him to be on an actual good team, for him to actually get a Super Bowl win, was why he played until 40. Don't see the same happening for Kelce, who already got a Super Bowl win previously. So his hunger and his drive isn't there. But however, you have a team it's got the caliber enough to not only make the playoffs, but to actually be dangerous enough in the playoffs, in my opinion, with the moves that Howie Roseman made and what we discussed previously on episode 23. Howie Roseman went to bat for you guys in this offseason. It's make or break for Jalen Hurts. With all that being said, all these pieces are around for this to be a good offense, and Kelce is a big part to that offensive line stability, and they need him to start this season out. So yes, that's why I'm in. I don't have as much factual stuff as my guy Paul here has, because I'm not a fan of the team, honestly. But even though I'm a fan of a team that's within the NFC East, I got to keep it real. I got to keep it legit when it comes to Jason Kelce. And with that being said, we do have a pretty good round 3 that's set up here. A team that Paul knows very, very well in the New York Yankees. Let's check this out.
Round 3.
And here in round 3, Aaron Judge will surpass 60 home runs to start to end this season. With that being said, before we even give our take, let's check out this 3.5-minute clip by yours truly of his bombs this year.
High drive, right center, straw back, on the track, at the wall, see ya! A home run! Driven to right field and deep, there it goes, see ya! A bullet into the short port. That one's drilled deep to left field. There it goes, a birthday bash for Aaron Judge. Drilled deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A 3-run home run for Judge.
Deep drive out to right. Olivares back at the track. A look up and a bounce off the top.
And making the pitcher work.
Aaron Judge drills this ball to center field, and there's no doubt about this one. Welcome back to... Looks like he did right there, deep to right. Dozier going back, gone.
Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A long home run. Ties this game at 1. And the 1-2. Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. Up for grabs. There's his walk-off home run. And the Yankees have come back to win it. 6-5. Oh, man. What a blast by Judge. And Burr deals. Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. A monster mash. High drive. Right field. Garcia back. Track. Wall. See ya. Home run Aaron Judge. Digit home runs after 35 games of the season. That one's driven deep to right center field. Mullins back. Track. Wall. See ya. A home run for Judge. That one's driven deep to center field. Going back, Mullins still back, looking up. See ya! A home run to dead central. Drill deep to left field. There it goes. See ya! Tie game. That one's driven deep to left center field. There it goes. See ya! Into the Oriole bullpen. 1-0 Yanks. High fly ball. Deep left field. Hayes back. Track. Wall. See ya. Tie game. The 0-1. That one's drilled deep to left field. Going back, Diaz looking up. See ya! A walk-off 3-run home run for Judge. And the Yankees win it. The Yankees go from no hit to no way is this happening again. A dramatic come-from-behind victory. And the Yankees split 4 with the Astros.
How do you feel about this, Paul? When it comes to all that being said, Aaron Judge will surpass 60 home runs this season. Are you in or are you out on this?
I am in.
Okay.
All right, I'm in because, look, the dude has been an animal this year. Many of you have not seen this. The last we saw this was Barry Bonds. All right, it was Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. I'm not going to compare him to Bonds because Bonds was a different kind of breed. Let's go to McGwire and Sosa. All right, through 116 games, Aaron Judge has 46 home runs. All right, keep that number in mind. Mark McGwire hit 70 that year. At 160 games, he had 46 home runs. Sosa hit 66 that year. At 116 games, he had 43. All right, Bonds had 49, which is only 3 more, but dude, I mean, we're not going to discuss him. Babe Ruth in 1921 hit 59, 27, Babe Ruth hit 60, and then Roger Maris hit 61. I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say he's going to break the record. He's going to hit 62, and it's going to be years upon years before we see this again. Bonds was what, early 2000s, so let's say 20 years. So in 2040, we might see this again. But he's going to break that record.
You know, there's a pace tracker. 24 hours ago, he was on pace to hit 64 home runs. Yeah, I'm in on this. On pace at 64 home runs. And in Yankee history, Roger Maris, number 1 at 61, Babe Ruth, number 2 at 60, and Babe Ruth, number 3 at 59. So when you put all that together, the fact that it was beaten by McGwire and Sosa in 98, it was fueled by steroids, the cream, Andro, whatever you want to say it was, okay? In 2022, Aaron Judge so far statistically is doing this clean, okay? And I'm sure he's had more tests than the average baseball player this year because of this stat alone, because they know that technically 3 times because of McGwire and Sosa and Bonds, the 3 players who have broken the 62 or the 61 threshold, beating Maris's record, have all tested dirty at some point in their career. So, of course, he has been tested more. With that being said, the fact that he's doing this clean, I do think he'll get at least 60 home runs. Pisco says he's getting to at least 62. I think with the pace, because he's been not only at the pace but ahead of the pace so far, I'm going to one-up. I'm saying my man's going to get 66 home runs to end the year, and I'm a Braves fan. I'm just keeping it real. 66 home runs. Aaron Judge goes on a tear in the month of September. We're only halfway through August, and he's at 46. He's going to get 20 home runs between now and the end of September. What do you think? Do you think it's possible?
I think it's 100% possible. Now, the only thing it's not going to let that be possible is if they start walking him more. But then if you walk him, you got Stanton too, that's coming back in the lineup in the next, I think, 4 days. So you still have power hitters in that lineup. Now, they're not hitting the ball well, but hitting is a streaky thing. You know that just as well as I do. We played baseball when we were little. We've been watching it all our lives. These players go 15, 20 at-bats, and they strike out 15 times, and then the next 15 at-bats, they hit 10 home runs. So it's streaky. So as long as they don't start walking him intentionally like twice a game, this is a no-brainer. He hits 60.
66 is what I'm saying. 66. You're saying he's 66. Getting at least 60. You're saying 62. I'm saying 66. Somebody else out there is probably gonna have a far-fetched number. Let us know in the comments, guys. Speaking of that, let's go ahead and take this into the mayhem comment or the media mayhem, where we take our comments to the fans midway through the show. We've got a few to acknowledge. Here at the midway point of the show, we have some comments to go through. So far, it's only one person, but he is here. He is ready to rock. The Chosen One is here. Let's go, says the Chosen One. Thank you for staying up late with us, Chosen One. It is almost 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you got some wild ones to go through with us. Drew's Faces. Yeah, I could not believe that he was, going in with that, saying it was a fluke for UNC early on at that point in the show. It was at 9:35 when he made the comment. So, yes, Chosen One. I was completely floored at that. When I wrote that comment, I was like, yeah, he's going to be out on this because of the premise of the topic. Yeah, did not expect him to go in like that and just without a flinch at all. My man went in, so got to acknowledge that. Good one, Chosen One, on that one. Great start, guys. No Roy Williams. I don't know exactly what that means, Chosen One. Can you please elaborate on that before the end of the show? We greatly appreciate that. I guess that's something to do with UNC. They have no Roy Williams as the coach. I'm guessing
so we
it has
talking
something
baseball,
to do with,
bro.
Yeah, we're talking baseball. I don't know.
Oh, basketball. They're winning the national title next year in basketball, period. So I don't care if no Roy Williams or not.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's wild. Chosen One then comes back with UNC will lose for the next 20 years. Commanders of the NCAA, hashtag take command. Oh, no. Nope, you've already unlocked.
Good shit.
Stay off the weed.
And one more time.
Stay off the weed.
Come on, man. For 20 years, what do you have, a flux capacitor hitting somewhere up your rectum to let us know that it's going to be 20 years before we see him? Come on, man. Think twice before you come out of your sideways of your neck with some type of lingo with that. I don't even know what else to say when it comes to that. Then you say, side note, The Rock sucks. I will beat him in a handicap match or tag team if he needs. I guess he's been watching some of the other episodes. And with that being said, let's show this.
And The Rock is going to make it very simple. No convoluted plans. No twists, no turns, no plots. And it goes like this. Here's the WWF Tag Team title. Here's the door. Here's the ceiling. Here's the floor. Here's a man with no testicles. And here's The Rock. And here's the people's eyebrow, here's the people's elbow, and here's The Rock's boot, which means he's going to take it and whip both your candy all over Charlotte.
Chosen One, I can't believe you came at The Rock like that. Chosen One, that's just really outlandish with The Rock. I had to throw it back at you with that. And even his number for the home runs. Check this out, Pisco. 88 home runs.
I mean, I wouldn't complain.
Stay off the weed.
I don't know any. I'm
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Because I'm having a hard time putting my words together. I mean,
Damn!
I'm throwing it all out there now. We're all off the rails. Come on, Chosen
You're not going to
One.
save
88 home runs.
Bitch, are you for real?
Like, seriously, man.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, with that being said, that's all the comments we got so far at the midway point of the show. Let's go ahead and take this into another segment, and that is our round 4.
Round 4.
And here with round 4, let's go ahead and take this into another team that Pisco knows pretty well. Brian Westbrook is the greatest athlete to ever wear the number 36 in sports history. How do you feel about this, Pisco? Are you in or are you out on this one?
I am 100% out. Look, man, I tried so many different ways, so many different. I sat down, I felt like Einstein writing formulas, trying to make the man the best number 36 in sports. I love the Eagles. I love Brian Westbrook. I love Shady McCoy. I love them all, but he's not better than the bus. Jerome Bettis is the best 36 to ever play the game. Look, 6 Pro Bowls, all right, 13 seasons. His first season, he had a 100-point game, turned right back around and had a 100-yard game, excuse me, not a 100-point game, turn around and into a 200-yard game. Both of them were against the Saints. He had just shy of 1,500 yards rushing in his rookie season. It's 10th overall pick, 94 touchdowns. I was hoping he would get his triple digits, but he never did. He did get that Super Bowl ring, 13,663 rushing yards. It's hard to top that. And his nickname is the Bus. He ran people over for 13 years. It's hard to compete with that. It really is hard to compete. You can't compete with it. He's the man. No.
Sorry, but I'm just out. I had to go straight to the point. I'm out on this too because, of course, Jerome Bettis should be the number 136. The only other one that I have is close to him, is Robin Roberts of the MLB, who played back in the day. He was a 7-time All-Star, but never won a championship and never came to prominence of anything. Jerome Bettis did, like Paul said, in his 13 seasons, 10 with the Steelers. He had those first 3 with the Rams, but in that first year with the Steelers was the comeback player of the year because of his turnaround from the Rams to the Steelers. Then goes on to win the Super Bowl with the Steelers and also getting an MVP at some point within a season. So come on, when you put it all together, the fact that he was the Walter Payton Award winner in 2001, you have to give it to the Bus. You have to give it to him as the best to ever wear 36. I kind of have this
hands down.
Yeah, hands down. There's no argument with that. For that, we have an impromptu, unannounced bonus round.
Surprise, motherfucker.
All right, Pisco. Who did it better? Juan Soto's first home run as a Padre in San Diego on a bigger stage. What's up, my guy? It's highlight time.
Payoff pitch. And a high fly ball to deep right field. Juan Soto has left the yard. First time in a Padres uniform. The Soto shuffle will make his way all the way around to tie the score 1-1. Welcome to San Diego, Juan Soto.
Or the form.
What happened to my sound?
Oh, I got you. Your sound is still here. The form. So the form was there. Paul is here. I can hear him, but there he is. Video is back.
I have no idea where my sound went.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
With that being said, it's close. It is close. It is really close. Soto is doing it on a bigger stage. He's got a lot of fans, a lot of cheering, but I just didn't hear that ting when he swung the bat. I didn't hear that. So I'm gonna have to give
the sound
it to you.
of cattle in slow-mo.
Plus plus, what hand do you originally bat from? What are you naturally?
Right-handed.
That video was left-handed. I like it. A switch hitter. Soto can't do that, can he?
Nope. And I taught myself that in wiffle ball. I was just messing around in wiffle ball for years, and then like all of a sudden you get hurt, you're older, you're in your 30s, still shouldn't be playing, but you're playing anyway, and you do that left-handed. Come on, Soto. Time to step your game up. I don't care if it's on a lower stage or not. Beer and chicken. They still sell beer and chicken at your game, too. Figure it out, Soto. That's all I got to say for my bonus round. But with that, we do have one awesome final round to get to.
Final round.
And here in the final round, we have a topic that it's tough. It's really, really tough for us to really put into words when it comes to LeBron passing Kareem would not be bigger than capturing ring number 5. And when you put all that together, before Paul and I even give our take on this one, we have to take a look at this video that I have right here for us to check out. And this is this highlight clip of LBJ. Enjoy.
Off his head, maybe. Lob it up. Oh! LeBron James! A major rack attack! Being used on the glass.
Do you see the reach I'm talking about? That is incredible.
Kuzma can't finish, but James most certainly can. A reverse flush.
16 to shoot, lob to LeBron! Out of bounds, slam it with 2, throw it down.
I mean, that pass couldn't have been any better.
A 7-0 Oladipo run. Stevenson harassing James. James, oh! A thunderous dunk. Actually, the Pacers got a breathtaking facility.
After the shot clock violation, St. Vincent St. Mary's.
He shoot 38% from downtown. Here comes LBJ! Look out!
Oh, the crowd on their feet. That's what they came to see. If nothing else happens, they're happy now.
With 3 seconds left, Cleveland triggers in. James, 2 seconds, 1 second for the win.
He'll find LeBron up near the timeline. LeBron goes to work, fires a 3 for the win.
Dingus lost it again, and this time James controls it. James all the way in for the slam! LeBron James has put the Lakers in front.
Come on.
James reads it beautifully. The King rolling down the paint for the easy slam.
Well, Devin just said.
It caroms out to James with a new shot clock. Oh, great no-look to Zizic, who puts it home.
How about that? Everybody, even myself.
Dangerous pass. Caruso deflects it. James right back to Caruso. Back to James.
Great anticipation and then vision.
Durant for Wade. Walker back. Here's Wade setting up. See, Webb, you wanted it.
His dribble, shot clock winding down. James falling away, a 3. Oh, it's good! LeBron James, 19 points already, and that's his 4th three-pointer.
Point guards. Love that shot.
Oh, he picked his pocket. Here comes the line. Gathering. 3.
Rivers.
LeBron James inside. Sanduck, I'm sorry, but I had to teach your son a lesson.
LeBron James teaching a lesson.
LeBron for that board. And how about James? Oh, long-range missile for LeBron James.
Right now.
LeBron sees a crowd. He turns the corner and just bullets in a powerful
Tomahawk slam jam. Oh, LeBron James. The bench of Cleveland more excited than anybody in the building right now. Rightfully so.
Smiling at him. 6 to shoot. James steps back.
3 from there, Mike.
And knocks it down. LeBron James from downtown. And the Cavs their first lead since
Tension down low. That's a turnover picked up by Williams. Here comes Shaman around James. LeBron knocked it. Block.
And don't feel bad, Shaman. I've been in this same situation.
Here's Murray. Watch out. James is trailing. And the other way. Davis with 13 seconds.
Look at Randall being physical with James. Shot clock down to 4. LeBron lost it. Now regains. Fires away. And drills it!
I've seen that a lot as an opposing coach, where you think you're playing great defense and he makes one of those shots. It's absolutely disheartening.
And did you see the look on Anthony?
Indiana shooting 60% from the field, and that's James down the lane. We've seen him over the years in a Heat uniform.
Green looking to the front court.
Here's LeBron.
James, catch, fire, ball game! He did it! LeBron James wins it!
Oh, yeah, the referees are going to check it out now.
Track. Parker in there being blocked by McGee. 3-on-1. Danny Green lob to OBJ. LeBron again. Perfect alley-oop from Danny Green.
Well, if you want to run, you better play some defense. And boy, did JaVale.
Howard against Jokic.
James driving and smashing it. He may have just broke the rim. Now a technical foul.
The level of commitment that this guy has shown. Let me shut up.
James off the steal. James with the stuff.
That's the way to get your first bucket, Marv.
With an answer. Here's James to the bucket again.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Company. Then the throw out's going to go right to LeBron. Oh, look at this. He had a fresh 24, and he hit a 30-footer.
Oh, LeBron.
Inside Kawhi. Shamet will finish. No. Picked up by Davis. Here comes James. By Williams and the sledgehammer.
James against Chandler with 5. LeBron driving, falling away over Chandler. What can't he do?
Well, like we just said, no matter what he throws up, it's going in.
He's got 39. Even LeBron in awe of himself. Got a hand on it. Now Caruso runs a break. Caldwell Pope goes to the wing. Here's James. Oh, punch it home, LeBron. Woo.
You know, with all that being said, Paul, LeBron passing Kareem would not be bigger than capturing ring number 5. Are you in or are you out on this?
I am out. All right, the reason why I'm out is because you are witnessing probably the last time that you will ever see that number being chased. You will never see, nobody has ever actually chased Kareem. All right, it's there. Everybody chases him, but nobody ever gets close. LeBron James is so close he can smell it. I would say if he hadn't won a ring yet, just due to his legacy as a whole, I think if it was his first ring he's chasing right now, yes, I think that ring would be more important than this record because they're going to turn around and look at this and like, yeah, he's got so many more points than Kareem is in his career, but he doesn't have any rings to show for. He has no championships. Well, he has those championships already. I mean, it might not be 6. It might not be 10, 11, however many he said he wanted in Miami, 6 in Miami, whatever he said, they said in that stupid little, I'm coming to Long Beach or Miami Beach or whatever. But the fact that he has the chance to hit the biggest record in NBA history. This is the record that everybody chases. He is so close. He passed Karl Malone, he passed Kobe, he passed Michael a long time ago. And, I mean, even as close as Kareem came, he still wasn't close to Kareem. I mean, he still had to play years to catch him. LeBron James could catch him this season. This season, he'd catch him right now. And he doesn't have to play at the level he's been playing at the past, 15 years. He only has to average 16 points a game to beat that record. It's just outstanding. You are witnessing history. I'm not a LeBron fan at all. I am Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I am those type of guys. But the fact that you're watching LeBron James do this in front of your eyes, and that's how many times he's been ridiculed for how he plays and how he cries to the referees. He's being pinpointed, but the whole league does it. The whole league is doing it. He's just being pinpointed because he is that guy. He has been that guy for, 17, 18 seasons now. And the fact that this man he is so close. And when we started watching him from when he was 18 or 17 years old in the NBA. He started at 17. He is now, 37, I think, 36, 37. But he hasn't lost steam. He hasn't had a down year. He hasn't had any significant injury loss. He's never been in trouble. He does so much for the community. And look what he's doing. He's chasing Kareem. He is close. He is with 1,300 points of Kareem. Never in anybody's lifetime thought anybody would ever break that record. And we're watching it happen. We're going to see it happen as him in a Lakers jersey. That's crazy.
I'm sorry, Paul. It's time. I disagree. I'm in! And I am in for this simple factoid, my man. LeBron's chasing Jordan. He's not chasing Kareem. This is a stepping stone to Jordan because everybody compares number one in basketball. It's either Jordan or LeBron. Ya king or Jordan. Back and forth. LeBron, Jordan. Jordan, LeBron. Not Kareem. They don't have, even though as far as points scored, because Kareem did play for 20 years, and LeBron's heading towards that point too because you got him wanting to play with Bronny as well. I don't see this being even as serious as that sixth championship would be. He's still got two more to get to even be close to a Jordan echelon, and he really needs three to become Yo King because basketball is pussified compared to what it used to be. It is not the same. Just like football, it is not the same. It's pussified. Basketball is not what it used to be. So when you put it all in perspective, LeBron passing Kareem is not as serious as him getting that fifth or 6 or 7. Because remember when he went to the Heat and he was not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. And you look at it now, and how many do you have, King? How many do you have in 2022? You got 4. So yes, Snowman, I hope you're watching. I hope you're watching because that was for you, Snowman. Me going off on LeBron was for you, Snowman, here at 10:15 at night. Thank you for tuning in. LeBron passing Kareem. Come on. It is great, but it doesn't count anymore. It's just like playing the original Mortal Kombat. Now we got like 27 of them. So how do you feel about that, Pisco? I'm sorry, but I had to. We've been agreeing all episode. It's the final round. It was time to lay it, the smack it down on some type of candy ass. And Stephanie McMahon isn't here, but I have to play this.
You think you're really special because you've cashed in on the services of one Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. A $2, no. 50 cent, no. Buy 2, get 1 free. Does anybody have change for a nickel? Grab it. What?
For a nickel. Because that's how I'm feeling right now. I am fired up with that final topic here at the end with LeBron. What do you have to counter with that with Pisco when it comes to LeBron since you disagree with how I feel?
Is Bill Russell better than Michael Jordan? He's got 11 rings.
But
let me do one.
Retired that number when he was alive. He should have retired it when he was alive. It's too late.
I agree with you. 100% agree with you. Is Sam Jones better than Michael Jordan? What about Robert Horry?
Who the hell is Sam Jones?
Exactly. You don't even know. He's got 10 rings.
I'm sorry.
He has 10.
Who the hell is Sam Jones? Who in the hell is Sam Jones? I know Tom Jones. I know Tom Jones from the Carlton on Fresh Prince.
He played for the Boston Celtics in the 50s and 60s. He played with Bill Russell, but he still got 10.
Tom Jones is still more well known for the Carlton on Fresh Prince than this guy that you speak of out the side of your neck.
What about Bob Cousy? He's got 6. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't
look at who he had.
I understand that. I understand. All right, now, my thing is, I'm not going to sit here and debate with you Michael Jordan and LeBron James because we both agree on that subject. What I am going to debate with you on, LeBron is not chasing Jordan. He will never be Jordan because he's lost in the finals. He's not 6-0. He's what, 4-6, 4-7?
He's lost a lot in the finals, Pisco.
Now, my next question is it weird to you that if you don't see Steph Curry or LeBron James in the finals, that's weird? And it's been like that for 17 years.
Steph has Scottie Pippen and Rodman around him too. And then he had KD. He cheated. He cheat coded. He put in a Grand Theft Auto cheat code to get those other ones, except for this last one. He really earned.
Okay.
All right, my bad. He really earned the last one. But the 2 with KD should be expunged from his record like a juvenile sentence. It should be expunged from his record, my man. That's how I feel about it. You should not be counting that.
I think, yes, everybody goes into the NBA and they chase championships. But if you already have 3 or 6 or 10 or 11, why not chase Kareem? He's chasing Kareem right now. He's not chasing Jordan. He will never be Jordan. He will never be Kobe. He won't do it. It's not possible. It's not possible. You can't do it. He is chasing Kareem right now. And
I still can't take him seriously after not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. Well, you only have 4 because you didn't get past that. And if you don't shape up, you're not going to get past 4, LeBust. I'm going back to what I used to call you back in the day in the 2000s. LEBUST, LeBust.
He won't win another ring. He won't do it. He's not winning another one.
I think if he leaves Los Angeles, he'll get another ring. I don't think he'll get more than one more. And he won't get it if he goes back to Cleveland. Even though Cleveland has a pretty good team, I don't think that he's going to get it by going back to Cleveland. Maybe with teaming up with KD in Miami again, since he likes to go back places a second time, since he went back to Cleveland a second time. Maybe he goes back to Miami a second time with KD, another selfish player, and lays the smack it down on the Eastern Conference. What do you think?
I don't think that would work. I don't think they would win if they teamed in Miami. Him and KD are 2 complete polar opposite people. It wouldn't work. KD and LeBron will not play together. They can't. Now, this would be I would not watch the NBA this season. If Steph Curry recruited LeBron to Golden State, they'd win another one then. But I don't think I would ever watch the NBA again. I really don't. I don't think I could ever pull myself to watch it again. That would be garbage.
I think no matter where Kevin Durant plays, this is what's going to happen. Because that's all you've been providing is laughter. Because you're going to go to a team, you're going to build it up and say peace, but you didn't build up nothing.
I can't believe he did what he did to Brooklyn, man. I really can't.
It's wild.
He is a complete garbage individual for what he's put how bad of a situation he's put Brooklyn in. He's garbage.
Absolutely. Speaking of that, guys, we do have some comments to go through from the fans. If you got anything last minute to say for those of you who are still watching, get those comments in. We'll acknowledge them here in the Mayhem Culmination. And here in the Mayhem Culmination, we have some comments to acknowledge, and they're mainly from the Chosen One.
Imagine that.
He had ended it with 88 home runs, said Triple H's promos were better than The Rock's.
Oh, get out. No way.
Really?
No.
All right. Well, just like on episode 35, we got this for you.
Just shaking our heads.
I don't know what else to come back with, Chosen One. That was horrible. That was a horrible take. That was absolutely. Drew's was better. I don't know what that means, but MJ is best of all time.
100%.
Okay, you can actually
100%.
finally give you this, Chosen One. We can finally acknowledge something factual that you say, Chosen One. Biggest troll of all time. We're probably the only show that celebrates trolls, but comments are better than nothing, so come on, fans, bring them on in. LeBron is the 19th best of all time? We're not putting him at 1. We're not like these fanboys of the new millennium. However, he's not 19th best of all time.
He's top 5.
Yeah, he's top 5. Like, we got to give you this again.
Good shit.
Stay off the weed.
Like, seriously, bro. I can't even acknowledge that one. Pisco should be a regular, he says. He's trying to suck up to us now. Pisco has been coming in with the fire. Both Mike Bish and Pisco have been killing it tonight. Thank you guys both for showing up, by the way. Quick plug on that. He also looks like a... Oh, he said that twice. He also looks like a guy I know. Huh.
I don't know about that one.
Golden Boy said it best on episode 14. LeBron sucks.
I don't understand how people can say that and actually mean it. I don't even like the dude. I just don't understand how people can say he sucks.
Stay off the weed.
He doesn't suck.
I don't understand.
This is probably what he would say to you right now if LeBron... And then he comes back to say this. Paul smoking vitamins. And no, I'm not smoking vitamins, guys.
Smoking vitamins? I've never heard that before.
It's actually, if you watch the Pat McAfee show, they actually bring it up on this. That is pretty funny. He's got to be trolling Pat McAfee because I listen to Pat McAfee. It's the only other place I've ever heard it, so it's got to be coming from there. LeBron is the 19th all-time in the future, I'm telling you.
Yeah, but we're not in the future.
Yeah, we're in the now, Chosen One. So, again...
Stay off the weed.
Kurt Angle was better than Rocky in less time.
Stay off the weed.
So was the Big Slow.
Stay off the weed.
And you know that Ric Flair is the best. I don't even know if I can play Stay Off the Weed because it's
I was about to say that's close.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I think that's what people are more so going for nowadays, is that's how they feel more so about that, because a lot of your takes, Chosen One, this is how people pretty much feel about your takes now.
Get the fuck out of here!
Because that's how they feel. I mean, come on.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got...
I mean, come on. And lastly...
Oh, hell
Because, dude, it's just been out of control. Even Little John getting up in here.
What?
So, with all that being said, yes, chosen one. The last one was pretty controversial, but this one, 19th all time in the future. Again, we are here in the now. And yes, we do believe you are smoking vitamins, to go through the highlights of these comments. We've definitely had some good ones. Thank you for the chosen one for, I guess, keeping it entertaining for that with your trolling or whatnot. But before we get too much further, let's go ahead and take this into the final word. You know what, Pisco, with everything we've discussed throughout this entire episode, with the 5 topics, the random bonus topic that we had fun with, of all the topics, what stuck out to you? What do you have to go through in your final word?
I want to go back to the Aaron Judge thing. And I think what happened about give or take an hour and a half ago for the Yankees, actually, I think this happened while the show was going on. I just got a notification that Estevan Minor was called up from AAA. He is an outfielder. He is 27 years old, and he was batting .284, .366 with a .487 slugging percentage, 14 home runs, and 126 RBIs. So I'm going to go ahead and say that they're adding another bat, and they're probably going to send Hicks down because Hicks hasn't been doing very well. So that's another added bonus in the offense. So that's going to help. That's another bat that they have to pitch to if they don't pitch to Aaron Judge. So it's kind of like pick your poison on that, but the bat's got to heat up. I mean, even Aaron Judge's the bat has to heat up, or this club is in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, he can't do any worse than Joey Gallo before he left to go to the Dodgers. I mean, Joey Gallo's never resurfaced since he's left. I know, but with my final word, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of something that I was talking about in episode 35 with my final word. Fernando Tatis! Fernando Tatis, ringworm? Really? You want to come at us with that type of excuse? Get the mother father out of here. You cannot convince me that you had ringworm when the fact that you knew with the pressure from that Juan Soto trade that you were going to be needed. You're going to be needed in the infield. Juan Soto was needed. Josh Bell was needed. That's why they traded for him. They traded for them so you can get to the playoffs, not only for one. Actually, you were going to the playoffs for one. But not only that, but to advance to the NLCS. Hell, the World Series. That's what they were going for this year, next year, and the year after that. Now you might have robbed them out of 1, potentially 2 World Series, because now they got to get that chemistry with you when you come back from an 80-game suspension. You should know better because you're Faja. And I go back to Austin Powers and Goldmember. Faja. Yes, I said Faja. You're Faja, Fernando Tatis Sr., who was great in Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, by the way. Just got to give a shout out to that. Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, Nintendo 64, Fernando Tatis, St. Louis Cardinal original with the original juicer, Mark McGwire, who got that 62nd and then 70th home run before Barry Bonds was there. And now look at Aaron Judge, not comparison, but back to Tatis juicing. Tatis Jr. You should know better with the Faja who didn't do it and probably said, hey, son, there's advancements in technology here. The Ring doorbell is one where we can push a doorbell and see your face on a camera. You shouldn't be a sticky yourself and then saying, I'm good to go, boss. Let's play some baseball. No, you're not good to go. You didn't use ringworm cream. You sticky, and now you're back in the game. Oh, wait, no, you're not. You're out of the game for 80-plus games. That's my take, Pisco. That's my final word, and I'm sticking with it when it comes to Fernando Tatis II.
I can't disagree with anything you just said. Nothing. Oh, using the ringworm excuse, there was a better playbook. There was something better in your playbook than to use the gnat. That was ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And he knows that being an MLB player, being a power hitter, being a star in the MLB or NBA or NFL or wherever you play, you have to be extremely careful with the type of vitamins or the type of medications that you take. You have to be extremely careful. He wasn't. You need to read every single thing. You can't just take a doctor's word for it. Hey, it's okay if I prescribe you this. No, it's not okay. The MLB don't care. Nobody cares. Because if you test positive for anything on that drug test, you're gone. Period.
Absolutely. It's just like counting calories. Jenny Craig back in the day. Same thing today, but with what you put in your body, whether it's vitamin A, B, C, D, or S for steroid. You need to be careful with what you're putting in your body. Speaking of putting things in, we have one more thing to acknowledge before we get out of here, and that is Paul's admission for the second time into the Vault of Fame.
Acknowledge me.
From the gridiron when we were kids, Pisco and I have now been in the Vault of Fame together for the second time. Paul Scofield is now a two-time Vault of Fame inductee. My man joins the list of other members in the Vault of Fame. Thank you again for being a participant in this. And just as always, as we announced earlier, next week we have Double Debate Monday, episode 37. Joey Raymond is here for episode 37 at 4 p.m. Eastern. Episode 38 following that at 7:30 p.m. Eastern that same day with Wise El Jefe. Wilfredo Otero of Real Wise TV will be here. Followed by Double Debate Tuesday the next day. Episode 39. Hugh Scott of the Wrestling Realm will be here at 5:30 p.m. Eastern on that Tuesday. Followed by the same day, episode 40. Dwayne Allen of the same said Wrestling Realm will be here. That is 4 episodes next week here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network platforms. Monday and Tuesday every week here on the LegacyMaker Sports Network, as well as these platforms here, the In or Out Sports Debate on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch, as well as the audio platforms on Apple Podcast, as well as Google Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Prime, Anchor.fm, download on iTunes as well. But right now, we are wrapping up episode 36 with my man, Paul Scofield, here at LMSN Alumni, to wrap things up for the end of this show. Any final words that you have to go after your final word there, Paul?
I just want to let everyone know that you need to tune into the NBA and you need to watch LeBron James break Kareem's record, because you're never going to see it again, ever. That's it. And also, I just want to let y'all know, I've got 2 Hall of Fame or Vault of Fames now. I'm halfway to LeBron. I just got to get 2 more.
Hey, Corey, man, is still above you with 3. And Rob is going to be a hard one to beat. He's like the Bill Russell of this thing with 11, it seems like. Or we'll say not only that, like he's like the Phil Jackson of this thing with 11 episodes. So it's going to take quite some time. We'll make this thing happen. Maybe you can go on a quest to try to come after him with that 11th. But, guys, we only have one last thing to do. And you know what that is. That is one badass outro. Thank you guys for tuning in to episode 36 of the In or Out Sports Debate. For my guy, Pisco Paul Scofield, I am Drew Willingham. Stay safe out there in these streets.